You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show.
Whoa, you got some new music.
Wait, is this
Oh, I like it.
Feliz Navidad?
Oh, cool.
See.
We have to hear this whole thing.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
Who's singing this? Do you know?
Julio Iglesias.
No?
Wrong.
Is it?
Freddie Fendering.
No.
I was going to say Freddie Fender. Yes, I think.
Phil, do you know who's singing this?
I do not.
It's
I was going to cheat, but I don't.
Jose Feliciano.
Jose Feliciano.
Jose Feliciano.
That's what I said.
I was close.
I'm a big fan of his. He plays a great acoustic guitar.
Wish you
he
a
plays the
Merry
flamenco, right?
Christmas.
Plays everything.
Wanna wish you a Merry
Well, leading in with that, since Christmas is just a spit shot away,
Yeah, pretty much.
and it's coming up tomorrow is Christmas Eve.
It's counting
I know
down.
where I'm going to be. I'm going to be at a Jewish deli having a corned beef sandwich, hopefully, if I can find one open.
We'll be starting our shopping, so.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm sure you will.
pretty
Well,
much.
here we are.
missed the Christmas lights.
Welcome to SmackDown After Show. I have to officially recognize that, and we have to recognize that Bing is for doing,
It is.
and Bing is for having Christmas.
That's binging.
That's Bing. That's Bing Crosby when he sings White Christmas.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, see? All right, so anyway, I'm Ric Drasin again this year, at least until the new year. And then I have the ever vivacious, beautiful Patricia Summerland dressed in a very, very nice Christmas outfit today with the Anabolics Outlaw t-shirt
right.
on.
Yeah.
I thought it was appropriate.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
It's red and
I think 2013 will go on the anabolics, all of us. It'll be an anabolic year,
Yeah.
right?
I like the
work
sound of
out.
that.
Okay, and
Yep.
you, I'm not sure about. Mr. Shane Ballard,
Yes.
with your gorgeous brother, Shannon.
That's right. Yeah.
You are taller than him today.
See? You hear that?
Just sitting down. Yeah.
Okay.
You know when Cheryl's on it, Cheryl Roos is on, she sits on a phone book.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
I believe
She's so
it.
cute.
No, she really does. She asks for it
She's
every
so
time.
tiny. She needs a booster seat. Yep.
Yeah, she has to jump up to get a drink of water. I know that. Anyway, I watched SmackDown the other night.
Oh, you did?
Yes,
How
because
funny. I watched it too.
I was told to. And I have some pretty nice things to say about this today. But I want to mention one thing, because the other night I was watching, I believe it was Raw, and the girl that Ryan likes well, Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Did you see her on there by any chance?
On Raw, I didn't see Raw. I did not.
Well, then maybe it was SmackDown.
Yeah, we're not going to be
I'm not
traitors.
quite sure
We're
because I was watching
SmackDown.
both, and she
Proof.
was walking down the ramp. She must, honest to God, she must have gained 30 pounds.
What?
Yes.
My girl Caitlyn, 30 pounds.
I can't believe it. I mean, I was shocked.
Muscle?
Oh.
I thought maybe she was pregnant, but she wouldn't be wrestling. if she
Wait a
was.
minute. Not only, well, we're getting off track, but Daniel Bryan, did you see him?
Yes.
Am I just seeing these or what? Did he put on a good 20 or 30 pounds?
In hair.
Oh, my.
On his
No,
chin.
that too.
Yeah.
But he's getting a little whiter.
Yeah, it's holiday time.
Little
Well,
Everybody's,
it's, yeah, it's holiday time.
everybody's eating the cookies.
I know.
All right, so
Yeah.
we started off with Miz TV.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
What about Miz TV?
The Miz, he's got the it factor. He's got it.
He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
he's
okay.
getting smacked down in the ring, him and his
Yeah.
mic.
Yeah,
I love
yes.
it, though.
He's
It's
got a lot
cool.
of talent. He's just really,
Yeah.
really good at what he does.
With
Yeah.
guests AJ,
yeah.
Oh, loved it.
Ziggler, Dolph Ziggler, and their new bodyguard, Big E Langston. Now,
Oh, yeah.
let me go off on something. I mean, this is still on subject, but now finishing moves are like, you know, everybody's got their own signature finishing move
Yes.
now, right? But did you see his finishing move? They showed it a couple times.
He did two
Oh,
moves.
excellent.
He did the thing,
Yeah.
And then he did the other thing.
Right.
The
Now, he
thing
puts
and
a
the
guy
other.
up on his shoulders and
Right.
then jumps, and the guy falls on top of him.
Exactly.
Who is taking the brunt of that?
He is.
I mean,
Yeah.
so how is it? I mean, that's like sometimes when you see finishers, you're just like, that's ridiculous. It's like on a Russian leg sweep. I mean, it's like you both hit at
Right.
the same amount of velocity, but the idea is you're actually pulling him down so he hits it a little harder. But
Yeah.
on that one, it's like he's taking a large human being, throwing him up, and letting him land on top of him. Isn't it like a cross body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it. He did it several times.
Yeah,
too.
he did.
So I just
funny.
thought that was, that was a bit
Didn't quite
entertaining to
work.
me. I mean, it's different. It's a little different. I know everybody has to kind of have their own thing, but I just thought when they were
Well-
coming up with that, like, hey, I'm gonna let you land on top of me, but you got to pretend you're gonna fly off like you're hurt.
But if you notice something lately, that the finishing moves aren't always their finishers anymore. They're doing schoolboys and roll-ups.
Yeah, I've noticed
Yeah.
that.
More and more. Pretty soon it's going to be a drop kick and a pin.
I wish.
I wish too.
Let's just hope one pin, not 150 tries,
Or maybe-
kick outs.
I
Oh
always-
my God.
I've always won with a bowling pin.
Let's just
across
do
the
one
head.
more. Yeah.
What's the deal with AJ and the little bows? That she was like, somebody didn't like her bows?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, John
yeah.
Cena didn't believe that she made him. I guess he thought that Vicky was lying.
Vicky was behind it or
But
something.
it was
Vicky
really
put him
AJ's
in the
bows.
drawer.
Oh, okay. That was really important.
She's
Yeah.
like, it took me forever to make those bows. What was it? Just come on.
Yeah.
That was
Poor,
just so
poor
silly.
AJ. She had her heart broken
Heartbroken.
just again and
Oh.
again and again.
Only to Matt Cat was Ziggler, though. Oh my God.
I did like
so-
the way the Miz threw in his little insults in there. I mean, I don't know if that's written for him or he just like goes ad lib, but those are pretty funny. They're pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
If they're ad lib, they're great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
And the
actually
skip
best
to
of
the
it.
Lou, my Lou, and she
Yeah.
keeps, oh gosh, I just
Yeah.
want to pick her up and I want to throw her. I just want to
Yeah.
go in that
Well-
ring and just like, come on, girl.
Well, I
let's do
wanted to
it.
pick her up, and then do other things.
Oh, I'm
besides
sure.
throw her, so
Yeah.
We'll stay PG. on
Apparently,
that.
you and everybody else that she hasn't gotten around to yet.
Oh, she's working on it.
She's working on. Oh yeah.
She's
Which door? Pick a door. That's bad.
she would really be going down the ladder if she like went to us. So
Where do you come up with this?
Oh, some entertainment though.
Well, I write it down late at night when I can't sleep.
Yeah.
I write it down. So sometimes though it gets difficult because if the pen and the paper is far away from me and I'm in bed, then I have to convince myself it's not funny.
Okay. Anyway, Big E Langston. Before we started the show, I was telling you that Austin, who is Judas Devlin,
Yeah.
for all you out there, he's one of our guys, my students, who's there in development, has buddied up with E Langston, and he said he's really a great guy and really great in the ring. He says he knows a lot of stuff, and he's much better than Ryback, although they haven't showed it yet. So, but he is a big man. He says he's
Oh, he's a
extremely
monster.
strong.
Yeah,
extremely strong.
they got it on film. I think he benched like 585, I believe, something
I
like
think
that.
he-
I mean,
Was he supposed to be one of the strongest men too, as well, and some
He,
sort of?
he beat my record. Oh, now I'm upset. Damn, I have to catch up. So I get my shoulder work. But what they're doing with him is standing around, and this is so much what I've seen over the years with guys that work out. They hire bodybuilders for shows, not just wrestling shows, movies and whatever, and they have them stand there like big dummies and don't do anything. I mean, the poor guy, he's standing there with the same look on his face all night,
Yeah.
doing nothing. And I felt bad for him because I know they're using him for something, but they're misusing him right now. Just standing there looking like a nothing is like,
Yeah. They just
the
they
hardest
don't
thing-
know what to do
like
with
a
him
big
yet.
brick.
yeah, exactly.
I mean,
That's the hardest thing
no
to do is stand
expression.
and do nothing.
Yeah.
You know, so I until I knew what Austin told me about him, I didn't really realize that he was anything any good.
But think of how many people don't know that.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I think they do. They think that it's AJ's best bud, and that's her protector. That's what I got out of the whole thing, is that when she says,
How do you know she didn't hook up with him already?
oh, that'll be an interesting one. I think that's coming next.
So next time if a girl asks me if I brought protection, I'm bringing him.
Right?
He can stand by the door. I'm curious to see if they put him against Ryback or something like that. Okay, maybe that might be kind of
Yeah,
fun.
it might be.
Yeah, I think
I'm
that's
interested
It would
on
be
that.
something
Up for
different.
that.
Yeah.
I think they're going to kind of run with that in Cena for a while, though.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get him carried up and get,
Yeah.
The
Plus-
jealousy
somebody good.
riled, yeah, and then with Ziggler and Cena, that
Yeah,
whole thing.
yeah.
Wow.
And Cena and him are really good buddies too. Like Cena pretty
Right.
much took him under his wing and let him work out at his gym and everything. So I'm sure Cena probably
Let him
requested.
work out his gym.
Yeah, he has a gym in Florida. Yeah.
His own private gym?
yeah.
Is that it? Oh, okay.
But he has all the he has the NXT and the developmental guys come down there.
Nice.
Hope he charges him.
Right?
Yeah, double.
Yeah,
Did he give him a locker?
Yeah, does he get his
Remember
own
Rocky?
locker?
Mickey took Rock's
Yeah,
locker
that's
from
right.
him, so. I ain't got no locker, do I, Mick?
I got a lot of heart, but I ain't got no locker.
Here's another one: Booker T and Brad Maddox.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we almost forgot though. The Miz did get attacked by Big E Langston for
Oh,
at
yeah.
the very end
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
For his troubles.
for insulting AJ Lee.
That's right. I forgot
There
about
you
that.
go. That's the, yeah.
It impressed me greatly, so I forgot about it.
Yes, and Booker T, Teddy Long, and Brad Maddox. Brad Maddox.
Do you know Brad Maddox?
No,
Do you know anything about him?
no, never met him, never seen anything.
He's been around a while, and apparently he's really, really good.
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard, yeah.
heard it
But
too?
he's just, yeah, he's
You've been
such a
talking to Ryan?
pretty boy,
You've been talking
though.
to Ryan
Another
again?
one.
Ryan tell you that?
Oh, no, yeah. Well, we have secret talks.
Well, because
tonight.
what they'll do is, and for a lot of fans don't know this, they'll bring in an actual wrestler and they'll make him a referee.
Yeah.
Or they'll give him a spot doing something else when he has all this training, and then they'll turn it around where he can become one of the guys, you know, one of the boys.
Oh, work. Uh-huh.
Exactly.
I like Booker T's hair. It's back. It's appropriate now for
yeah.
what he's trying to do instead of this whole big mess.
So we have
Okay.
Brad Maddox. Teddy Long's kind of like, I guess, taking him under his wing.
Yeah.
And wants to get him a shot. His shot. He's hungry. He's
Yeah.
hungry like what's his name in Rocky V, which was the worst Rocky one.
Yeah.
Right.
So he gives him a match, but he doesn't tell him who his opponent's going to be. So he's just going to have to find, and we will have to find that out later in the show.
Yeah, because they didn't
More to
plan,
come.
They didn't plan this 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I see what they're doing with him, and it probably worked real well. He's got a good look.
Yeah, he does. He's got like a look people would.
He's playing at narcissistic level. The narcissist, you know,
Yeah.
look at me, I'm gorgeous type of thing.
Lex Luger when he first came to WWE, that or WWF.
He looks like my Kindle.
Plus, he's pretty big on
Who's
the
Mike
social
Kendall?
media.
And Mike
too.
Kindle, I used to break the legs off.
Oh, I
Mike
thought that
Kendall.
was the name.
With Barbie?
Mike Kendall.
No. Oh, that.
Mike
well,
Kendall,
that could be the part of the Kardashian show, but we'll leave that one.
All right, so let's go on down to
First match.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Austin told me, or Judas Devlin, as we want to call him, that he and Sandow are good buddies.
Oh.
They've buddied up.
We still think
right.
that Austin is going to be the one that actually answers the third question correctly.
That probably could be.
Yeah.
It could work.
They have that same intellectual thing going on.
I'm totally impressed with Sin Cara, though.
Oh, he's great.
Unimpressed or impressed?
I'm impressed.
Oh, he's awesome.
I like him.
Awesome.
Yeah, he was as Mystico. He did some amazing things. He's put on a little bit of weight, but I mean, like good weight. This muscle.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man.
He can
His,
move in
his
that range,
high-flying maneuvers,
Yeah. Oh my
God.
fantastic.
Then we have Rey Mysterio's music hitting, as he's supposed to come out. Oh, and we didn't mention Cody Rhodes' new mustache.
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't like
yeah.
it.
What is
I
that
don't like
little
it.
dirt about? Either do
It's like a
I.
caterpillar.
Oh, no.
I shaved mine off once, and my lip was like that long.
Yeah, it doesn't look right.
Yeah, I don't like the
Yeah.
mustache on him.
Nope.
Yeah, so the music hits, but there's no Rey, so we're like a little confused on what's going on here.
Just the mask, right?
Yeah.
The black.
Yeah.
Just black mask.
So then the match starts. I thought they used Cody Rhodes on the outside very well for that cutoff.
Yeah.
As far as like the distraction.
Yeah, it was good.
Really, really well done on that. And I thought they've wrestled. This isn't the first time they've wrestled, but they work well together. Like Damian Sandow is able to base him for his like his style of
Yeah, he
wrestling.
knows right where to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Except the one when he went off the ropes when he had his hand and he did the flip and went to give him the arm drag. They were too close. They were
Yeah.
bunched together, so it
Yeah.
it didn't
Yeah,
look
I
as
noticed
good
that
as it
too.
should've. He
Yeah.
didn't give him the space.
Yep. That's right. Good eye there.
Thank you, Shane Ballard.
So
Okay, but what else? Did we not notice the gang?
well,
three-
That's coming.
yeah.
That's coming.
We're gonna say that Sandow actually got the win.
Yeah.
With his finishing move, and then enter the Shield
Yeah.
for no apparent reason.
I worked on that show.
Oh, the Shield, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I have something to say about that. I brought this up yesterday with neighbors who had nothing to do except listen to me talk.
As you were mowing the
I
lawn.
was bored to death. I gotta tell you, neighbors, something. I gotta tell you, ever heard of the Shield?
Yeah.
You mean the Shield life insurance? I said that's pretty close enough. In wrestling, the rules are fans don't enter the ring, right?
Right.
Outside people don't enter the ring unless they're part of the show,
Right.
you know. And Athletic Commission frowns on that. You can't have that happen. And so, why is it okay for three guys in SWAT team outfits to enter the ring and beat everybody up. And there's no guards, there's no security, and there's no referees to keep them out of there.
Yeah, actually, when you see him walking down the stairs, you see a security guard walking down with him.
Yeah, he's helping him.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know, so that was
no,
just-
that's my point, though, Trish.
Yeah.
Logically,
It's wrong.
it's wrong. I mean,
It's
if
a
you want to go
big
by
W.
rules,
Yeah.
you don't let outsiders in a ring during a match. It's just not.
No.
You wouldn't have people running in football games and doing that.
No,
or
I know.
basketball games. It doesn't make sense how they aren't able to keep doing this. And I know it's part of the show. I know it's what it's supposed to
It
be.
was ridiculous.
But it goes against the rules of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Now, I had this for later on in the show about
Right.
the Shield, but right now they're getting overused. And anytime you take an abundance of something,
Yeah.
like less is always more and better, you want to leave them wanting more.
Starting January 2013, I'm no longer Ric Drasin.
Oh,
Just the Rick.
I'm changing my name
No, just the Rick. I
to
think.
Less More.
Okay.
all right.
That's
Less
it.
more.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it.
No, but they just pound on whatever's whoever's left in the ring, and they're
Yeah,
already
there's-
on the
there's
ground.
no rhyme or reason.
They're on
they
the
throw
mat. It's-
the Rey Mysterio's
No.
mask to him, which I mean, yeah, there's really no reason to come out and
No.
attack like Sin Cara because they're not like developing a storyline
Exactly.
with him.
No, and later on, as we get on to the show, they did. That was so wrong with the Shield again. They
Okay,
come out.
so when we get to that, bring it up because
Anyway, it's wrong.
it's a valid point.
Yeah.
It
bad.
doesn't make sense to me why they allow that to
No.
happen.
It's like they're injuring all the
frustrating.
superstars. That's the whole thing.
But it's only the baby faces. I mean, don't you think if there's some rogue thing, it wouldn't matter if they were a heel or a face, they would just attack anyone and everyone. But they're only like targeting baby faces.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
seems
ring
to be like that.
announcers,
Yeah. Oh.
And
commentators.
then
just-
they broke the or they tore the knee of it was a really nice knee drop by what was his
Tyler Black.
not Tyler Black. Well, I
yeah.
forget his name in the Shield. It'll come to me in a second.
I get
He's
lost.
good.
I
But
get
that
lost in
guy's,
all the
and
names.
he's a really good.
Yeah, but it was very nice knee drop. Someone's gonna probably post on YouTube how idiotic I am for forgetting his name, even though I mentioned it last week.
There's
but-
so many names, new names to remember. It's hard. I can't remember them.
Yeah.
I named the 3 guys in the Shield yesterday because it was told me and I forgot total.
Okay, Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. I'm surprised they don't
and-
come out with
and,
a
Seth
like
Green.
Seth Rollins. That's
Yeah.
it, right? Isn't it Seth?
I don't know.
Seth.
Da, da,
Yeah.
da.
It'll come to me
It's
later.
Rogan Reigns.
On the drive home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Rollins?
We got
It's
Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose.
See, that's
There
what I
you go.
said.
Yeah.
So I was
Dean
right all the
Ambrose,
time.
Philip, I didn't know you were a
Sure.
wrestling fan.
Wow.
And while
That
we're on the
was
subject,
good.
and don't get mad at me, can you turn the AC down just a shade?
Yeah, just a bit.
It's like I'm not got a freezer locker out here right now.
But
My thoughts are frozen. That's why I can't remember what I'm saying.
I knew what it was. It was, yeah.
Yeah. Well, all 3 guys are good, but I mean, it's just like I said. There should be security and referees to ban that, and I know they need to do it for storylines, but you got to at least put up some sort of resistance to make it look like they can't come in and do that.
Yeah.
No.
But they're doing
Right.
it.
I did like how Sin Cara held on to Rey's mask the entire time.
Yeah.
Like as in like, he was worried about his friend, and the entire time they were beating him up, he still had his mask in his hand.
Yeah.
But when we were kids, which was a long time ago, long time ago, we remember WWF brought in a guy named Jose Luis Rivera, and this was when we were still. I mean, like we were like, oh, this guy, he went on like a 7-match winning streak, and we're like, oh, Jose Luis Rivera is so good, and he was gonna go against Greg the Hammer Valentine. And we're like, oh, he might beat him. We were so excited. Us and the neighbors next door, the whole week we talked about it. And like they were Hispanic, so they really got behind Jose Luis. So we went to their house and we got like, my dad came over and watched it and their dad watched it. We had all these people over thinking that Jose Luis Rivera was going to upset Greg the Hammer Valentine. And then he ended up getting his leg broken. I mean, not
Wait,
really. Leg broken.
Yeah.
Right.
And we were so shocked. But all like Jose Luis Rivera didn't know hardly any English. So he just kept going, me leg! And he'd point, me leg! And he would just keep pointing to it. And that's what like Sin Cara was doing. We were like laughing. It kind of brought me back to like good old Jose Luis Rivera.
He did the lucha
Yeah.
thing where he hits the mat with his hand.
Yeah.
So we don't know
Literally
where Mysterio is at this point.
No, we don't.
He's a mystery.
They did say he had
Good
a
one.
severe neck injury.
Severe,
That's what they
yeah.
said. Severe.
They're all getting these injuries.
Yeah.
Well, that happens.
My
That's for
God.
sure.
Well, yeah, don't we know?
We all have them.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's Let's go down to the Kofi Kingston. and
Kofi Kingston,
the
Kane, and
tag
Daniel
match.
Bryan.
The
Yeah.
promo
Excellent.
that was before that about Daniel Bryan was upset about not getting his Slammy. What did you think of that? It was like short, but
Oh, that, yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was ridiculous.
It was
Yeah.
overdone. What was his team in it?
It was like a cartoon.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yeah.
like it's very kid friendly.
Yeah.
You know what they're doing.
That's
but-
exactly what it is,
yeah.
kid-friendly. But the adults look like, well, it's just silly.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like watching the Muppets.
Speaking of the Muppets, aren't they supposed to be a special guest?
Yeah, they were.
Coming up? Or they were, yeah.
I still like them, though.
The Muppets, I do too.
Yeah, they were
I
good.
like the two old guys that sit up in the balcony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very clever. I worked with them once
Oh, did you?
on a variety show. I think it was either Cher or... it was Cher, actually. Yeah, they were on there. Jim
That's
Henson.
right, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Cher.
Nice.
quite a thing back then. I worked with all these people back then, so now they're all gone. Actually, Jim Henson, who had the Muppets, is gone. He's the one that originated. He died of cancer many
Oh
years
yeah,
ago.
Jim Henson.
So the tag match with
Yeah, 6-man tag. It's
yeah.
Yep.
primetime players and Wade Barrett versus Kofi Kingston, Daniel Bryan, and Kane.
Did you like the match?
Mm-hmm.
I liked it because they gave them a lot of time.
A lot of time.
Now that I think about it, like when they don't give people like Khali and the 8-person tag, maybe they just have no faith in them, and that's why they don't give them any time.
Could
but
be.
they had faith in these 6 guys, and I thought they delivered.
It was a great match, I thought. I give it a 2-star on that one.
Did you like it?
Oh, it was good, yeah.
What's I get confused with the names, Joan. On primetime, the bigger black guy.
Titus.
Young, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like him a lot.
Yeah.
Titus is good.
He's very athletic. He's very well built, and he does things with ease.
Yeah.
And well, that I don't like. That they can leave in the jungle. I like. He reminds me a lot back in the day of. Forgot his name.
Oh wow! Look at that. We're all forgetful.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But too many Christmas brownies that
the
you
Cocoa
had.
Butt.
Name that.
The cocoa butt.
Yeah,
Coco Beware.
Bobo Brazil.
Yeah.
Bobo Brazil was a big man like that, and he had the long arms. This guy must have a 38 sleeve length. You know, he's got really long arms.
Yeah,
but
he
he
does.
moves like Bobo Brazil, and Bobo was very good at what he did, but very light and made it look really good.
Yeah.
And I think this guy's really good too. He'd be good as a single.
Yeah, he would. He would. Like, I think his partner kind of, which leads me to a note I put down. Well, for one, the surfboard that Daniel Bryan does, that's very difficult to do.
Oh, that move.
Yeah.
That's a
I
li-
did
It's a
that.
lucha
She did.
style.
She did surfboard.
That
Oh,
was
really?
my signature.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
did it like with ease, like
Really
no,
good.
no
It
problem.
was.
Yeah,
It was
and
really good.
if you notice, he kept his shoulders up off the mat, so the referee didn't count.
That's a
Yeah.
lucha move, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
he took his time. He hooked his legs, and then he rolled back. And usually you fall out of that. You lose
Yes.
balance. You go to the side, right?
Yeah.
You're right.
He actually tagged
Yeah.
while he had him in. That was really good.
really good.
Yeah.
Kept his shoulders up and everything.
Yeah.
Everything
I mean, it's
counted out.
well executed.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan is good.
He is good.
He's very, very good.
He is. And Kofi Kingston, I might add, I want to throw in his punches and his kicks. Oh,
He's
my
good, too.
God.
Definitely
Awesome
good.
this time. The contact and the selling was really,
Yeah.
I thought was
Yeah.
especially good this time, as if they were listening to us last Sunday.
Well, it's probably listening to you,
I
Tricia, because
swear.
I know that you hear
No, but-
voices, and I think they hear voices.
I tried.
Okay.
I tried.
It leads me to another note I have is there's a move called the cravat. It's an old school move. It's like a rest hold, and it's like you reach your hand there.
Is that like a crotch
Kind of like this.
It's like a, no,
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a reverse
a
headlock.
cradle,
Yeah.
a cradle.
Yeah, I know
Well,
what it is.
Darren Young did it. I just put it was the worst cravat I think in history.
Sandow uses it.
He didn't even hook him correctly. He just he had him and then he had it like it was all like messed up.
Yeah.
Like it just
yeah.
Doesn't Damian Sandow use that?
yeah, he's used it before. Somebody else actually used it on the show. When we get to that match, I will mention it because I left a note on it. Somebody used.
Where'd you leave the
cravat.
note?
He's copying me.
It's on
That's
my
not
little,
right.
little
Yeah.
thing.
All right.
But one thing I did notice, like, and this is me being very particular, but this is how I am, is the heel should always tag first, and then the baby faces tag in that situation. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but in this one, like the
But it's not.
faces
It
tagged
wasn't.
first.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Yep.
And one of the other things I noticed too that they've been doing a lot lately, they've been doing a really good job of keeping the legal men in for the finish.
Yes.
When they have like the big smas and somebody gets clotheslined out or does a move, they don't have the the illegal face or heel actually making the cover. They do a really good job of them going outside and then keeping the two legal guys in the ring.
And they don't stay in for very long either. They just do something and then boom, they get out. Like they do it legally. Like if you watch like a TNA match or one of our matches, you'll see like the illegal man, and like I mean you're in there too long. It's like WWE does a very good job of keeping the action like fierce, but like making sure the two legal guys are still in there, and only a little bit of action happens, and then they spill out to the floor, leaving the two legal guys back. Very good job.
That's a good job.
Yeah.
Well, that's a positive.
What
do you one more thing on that match. What do you think about it?
I don't think he really added anything to the match.
No, that's what I was going to say.
Except for the kick to the head. I put on my notes that he did a great kick to the head.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Did you see that?
That might have even been an accident.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, like you could tell the difference though between the two teams. Daniel Bryan, Kane, and Kofi. I mean, they're way up here, and they really carried the match. Like you could really see the difference between the two of them. That's what I got out of it. Is like the primetime players and Wade Barrett. I mean, their level was elevated because they were in the ring with those guys.
Yeah, exactly.
But put those three in with,
without them?
without them, and that match wouldn't have been what it was.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Let's
you could
hear
tell
your
that.
theory there. Your
No,
twin brother. Boy, he takes up all the
We don't want to hear from him.
all the work.
He's here just to look pretty.
I do that very well.
What did you think of the finish?
He's smiling.
Did you like it?
I don't know. What was the finish?
It was a choke slam. I thought the choke slam was weak. I just thought he didn't get up really high. He barely got up.
Post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
I don't remember that.
No.
How about Kane when Kane did his drop kick and stuff? I thought Kane actually really got action in there for a change instead
No,
of
he
just
usually
standing there
gets
as
a
big guy.
he does a lot. Kane's
Well, this one was pretty good, I thought, for Kane.
You know, on Kane does it when he did one of the promos there. I guess it was one of those silly ones they were doing for the kids. You said he sounds like he's 10 years old. And his shoulders are about this big. Right? He looked really thin for some reason. I don't know. I know he's not, but on camera, the way the angle was, he looked really skinny, and it's just not him. But like you said, they do this for the kids.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to take Kane home like the kindergarten. That's about enough on that match.
Yeah.
CM Punk and the Heyman thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had the Cena Sheamus promo where he whispered about AJ and then said, "No, I'm just kidding."
Yep.
You know.
It's kind of a waste. It's like was almost like pointless to even have that. It was like just to fill space. It seemed.
Yeah. They do a lot of that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that
And
stuff
it's just
going on.
getting so old, though, with this AJ thing again.
Yeah. They're going to milk it until it goes dry.
No, until she hits them all.
It's going to be a dry titty someday. All right, CM Punk is a knee injury, right?
Yeah.
And the Ryback thing.
They gave him a lot of time. He delivered a really good promo.
Actually, was.
Yeah,
Was he really injured, though?
Yeah, I think so. I think he just had to have his knee scraped.
The knee surgery
Yeah.
is really true. Okay.
I'd like to get to one of their doctors on my knee. They have good doctors. They're back in the ring in 2
great
weeks.
doctors, yeah. There's that guy out of Alabama, Triple H goes to him. He's like one of the best
Yeah.
Really?
doctors, yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy I want to see. I like CM Punk. I think he's really good on promos.
He gets really good heat. You know, he'll say something like how he mentioned the Pittsburgh Penguins aren't even playing hockey, but he'll never go on strike. I mean, he ties things in really well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so he's really good at a really good heat magnet.
My daughter loves him. That's her favorite.
I thought
CM
she loved
Punk.
us.
Maybe you can-
Shout out to Shayna.
Maybe you can hook her
We
up.
love you.
Maybe you can
Oh,
hook her
I know. Yeah.
He'll bring money in the family. And crutches.
Crutches.
Okay, so then we're down to Cesaro, who's another one of my favorites.
And with Ryback, who stayed in the ring. He didn't get an intro. He just stayed in the ring.
Feed me more.
Already in the ring.
chanting. Yeah.
What'd you think?
He's a beast.
I thought it was average. I thought Cesaro did what he could to carry the match. It was an interesting match.
Yeah.
I noticed that Ryback almost went into the stairs with the wrong shoulder, and then he turned. That's why he turned last minute, because he was going in with his right. I was like, oh
Yes,
shoot!
I
So he
noticed
turned
that.
and went in with his left.
Right? Yeah.
He makes a good effort.
Yeah, he does. He does. I think they're probably. I mean, they elevated him a little too quickly, so it's going to be really hard for him to continue to move upwards from where he's at now, because he got the push so quickly.
He just has to work real hard to do it. But I mean, they worked pretty well together. I mean, Cesaro's good.
Yeah, I think
He's
so.
really good. Yeah, he picked him up and did that when he was dropping on his head over and over, that repetitive thing.
Yeah.
Just like nothing, over
Oh,
and
there
over.
we go.
It was like-
Cesaro, there's my note here. Kofi, I put Kofi, I meant Darren Young should take lessons from Cesaro on the cravat, because Cesaro did the cravat. He did actually a perfect one, how it should be done. It's
Yep.
really-
Maybe that's who I'm thinking of does it, not Damian Sandow.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, because
I think you're right.
I've seen him do it once.
Well,
more.
Darren
I
Young,
think,
when I
yeah.
watch Darren Young in that match, he doesn't sell a whole lot.
No, I think he's the weakest link out of that whole.
Yeah.
He didn't even sell the shine. All this stuff they were doing at the
No.
beginning when he was on the apron, it was like nothing ever happened. He was
I
just
know.
standing up like, hey,
Yeah,
tag
right?
me back in whenever.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. And as we know, it's all about selling.
Yes.
Oh, the
It
soda makes it
is.
burp.
Yeah, we have a Ryback as the winner, but Cesaro kept himself strong and still a contender. So it was. I thought the match was okay for what
Yeah,
it was.
I did too.
You know?
I thought it was
They,
good.
they worked well together. And I have Big Show, Ziggler, and AJ underneath that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we
And
forgot
Langston again.
Brad Maddox
And Brad Maddox.
versus his mystery opponent.
That's after that.
No, that was before.
Then why do I have Big Show, Ziggler, and AJ?
That was
First?
the main event. Yeah, I don't know.
No. This is what happened to do. Maybe it was a promo.
It was a promo. It was a little.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that, yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
That's where he said that if he tried anything, he'd
Right, you're
knock
right.
him out,
Yes.
and
That's correct.
Right.
He'd wake up after his contract expired.
Yeah, his fist was as big as his whole head.
I know.
Dolph Ziggler's.
I know.
And then it was coming on about the tribute to the troops. They had that little
Yeah.
10th anniversary thing.
Actually,
with
I saw
John
that.
Cena, which is very nice. Give back to our troops
Yeah,
because they're
the whole thing with the tribute to troops is done very well.
very good.
They've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
10
Yes.
years now, right?
Well, yeah, it's the 10th anniversary,
Yeah.
and it's about
Well,
darn
you got that one
time.
right, didn't you?
Poor guy can't chime in. He probably
He's good for one thing, a show.
and counting down for Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
So we're getting how many hours, minutes, time?
Oh, wow. I have to look it up.
He
You
didn't even
forgot.
When you
calculate
guys
it.
were
Oh,
born, he
no.
was short on a lot of things, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Poor guy. Why don't you just plug into him at night through your hard drive and let it just bounce over? He can absorb it and kind of learn from it.
We just like those new phones. We just kind of touch each
Yeah, that's
other
what I
like
mean.
the back to back, and then we transfer information that
But
way.
it would
seems
go into
like-
sleep mode right away because he wouldn't be getting it.
Right. And some of the transfer was lost in translation to you.
Yeah.
Maybe try a different language.
And we got the next one,
Okay.
Brutus. Yeah.
Brodus
he's
and
back.
Yes.
Maddox.
Well,
He lost some weight too.
Yeah, He
did, didn't
Brodus
he?
Clay. Yes, he
The
did.
Yeah, he did.
His face is-
surprise opponent.
Yeah.
Yes. The Funkasaurus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, you can always notice on that, when you're working with him, it's always the same thing.
Oh yeah, same. He's got his little key things that he does.
It never changes.
No.
No, I think he actually was better this time, right? He did some more fluid moves than
Like, he
normal.
did all the same ones. They looked more,
It looked
Yeah.
bigger and better, I
What
think.
kind of fluid? Transmission fluid? He has fluid on the knee?
I think because he lost that little bit of weight, it just gave him more energy or something. But he looks really good.
He does what he's safe with.
Yeah.
And I heard a couple of years ago when he was with WWE, they let him go because they said he just didn't get it. Do you remember hearing that?
I never
No,
heard
okay.
that. No.
So let's stump the band now. He didn't get. He just wasn't that great. And then I met him down at Gold's Gym. He wanted to come train in my ring, and he never showed up half the time. He's with Snoop Dogg doing
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
And then he said, I got a deal back. I'm going back in there. So I need to train. So I said, come over. And he still never showed up. But now what they've done with him is pretty good because the kids love it. But they
Yeah.
give him, 5 moves, maybe 4 moves
Yeah, something
total?
like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say at least 5.
That's a pretty good night off for
6.
somebody to make some money.
Yeah, I think his matches are probably put together by an agent. That's what they look like. I don't think like him and Brad Maddox actually got together and said, "What do you want to do tonight?" I
You think AJ put them together?
no, an agent.
An
yeah.
agent.
Yeah.
AJ.
Yeah.
AJ
I heard it the
may have
first
been
time.
there
I just had to
too.
throw it in there.
Right.
Maddox, he looked really nervous out there too. Like when he went to take the T-bone, he put his leg in position. I don't know if you noticed that. He just gave him his leg. Like he didn't even let him hook it yet. He just put it there and took it.
Yeah.
And then he was arguing with the ref too long. He
Yeah.
didn't turn. Like
Yeah.
Clay was waiting for him, and he just ran at him and hit him
Yeah,
from
I
the
saw
side
that.
because he didn't turn in time.
And
so.
he messed up the cutoff too. He was supposed to give him the slingshot on the ropes, and he slipped. So then he went and did it to him on the second rope. I mean, I don't know if that was supposed to be or not, but to me it looked like a mistake.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Why do you think he was nervous?
Oh, and just
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, he
first
didn't
time.
look nervous to me. But
It wasn't his
yeah, I
first.
guess
It was,
was his
he's
first
wrestled-
rodeo.
He wrestled
you know.
Ryback.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Now then the Shield came out
Yes.
Again.
and attacked
Brodus.
Brodus Clay. Now that's where I wanted to go into my tangent on. A lot of times in wrestling, they see that something is working, and they're just like, let's just keep throwing this and throwing this and throwing this and throwing this at people, and they'll have to love it. They'll have to like it. It's like the Shield already came out twice that night. They had no reason to really attack Sin Cara. I don't know what the reasoning for attacking Brodus Clay was, but
I know. That's what I was saying. He was already down. They just
Yeah.
ganged up on him and kept beating him.
I'm going to
like,
use an example of something that was just beaten to death, where they're probably going to use the same thing with the Shield and beat this to death, was the NWO. The NWO, when that came into wrestling, WCW was like leaps and bounds above WWE. They were destroying them in the ratings. It was new, it was different, it was exciting.
It was 4 guys just taking on everybody.
Yes.
People were afraid of them, you know, because they would come out from nowhere.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
done really well at the
You
beginning.
never knew when they were going to strike or who they were going to strike. But then, all of a sudden, they figured, well, this NWO is getting popular. Then anybody who, like, was friends with Hulk Hogan or anybody who was once in WWE, or they would just all of a sudden, they would be in the NWO. Like, when they brought in Sean Waltman or X-Pac or Six-Pac, whatever he was called, that was still okay. I mean, he just left WWE, and like, it was kind of, you knew he was coming, and they tried to swerve you, and then when he actually came out and made the attack, and they had like the ticker tape parade, that was pretty good. But then, next thing you know, you've got Buff Bagwell in there, and you've got what was that really
Scott
big
Norton
guy,
was
Scott
in there.
Norton, and everybody.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, you've got Sting that is going to defect, and then people start defecting.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, the NWO's roster is bigger than
That's right.
the WCW roster. And they had one thing where they did a takeover, and the Big Show, who was a giant, did the ring announcing. That was really funny. But then they killed it. They had the red NWO, the white NWO, then they had the Latino World Order.
Yeah,
it
there
was
was too much.
beating a dead horse. And I
Exactly.
fear that the Shield
That's
is
what's
going to
gonna
become
happen.
what's going to happen to the NWO.
Yeah.
Pretty soon the Shield is going to start having
The same thing.
new members. Big E Langston's going to be a member, and all these people that were in NXT is going to be a member of it. And it's just, they're going to kill it. They're going to kill the luster of it. And they're already doing that by having them come out twice and just attack these people. You would think if they attacked once, that people would be ready for it, and it wouldn't happen again.
True, and not only that though, these guys are already down. They've already the match has ended. Okay, I could see if they come in and the guy is in the middle and he's about to get defeated, but they're beating a dead horse. Yeah, the guy's on the mat just like Brutus, and they're pounding him for what?
You know what that's like? You're a guitar player, right?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So you get an effects pedal.
Yeah.
And you use it a couple of times, but you're using it on every solo guitar, and you really
Yeah, it gets old.
Yeah. The whole song's effects, and then pretty soon,
Yeah.
it's, God, that song's horrible. It's too many
Yeah.
effects to it. It's
Yes.
the same thing with this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Kelly Gray was kicked out of Queensryche for that same exact thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you can't go crazy with a new toy, and this is a new toy for
Yeah,
WWE.
pretty much.
Should be the element to surprise, you know,
Yes.
so that all of a sudden they come from out of
Exactly.
nowhere. No one's really expecting it because they're so into the match.
Yeah.
Bam, here they come. But
That's the way it should be done.
You're kind of like the element of surprise just in public, aren't you?
I am.
You come out of nowhere except out of public restrooms.
With toilet paper on my feet.
Yeah, and coming out of his pants.
Arrest that man. He's doing something stall number
This
3.
guy, when he stops, when we go on road trips, he's got to go number 2. I'm going to say that because it's PG so much.
Oh, my.
It's like whenever
Okay,
he sees
TMI,
porcelain,
you
he's got to
guys,
go.
really? Uh-oh.
Yeah, like if he started
We're
dating
not
a girl with
taking you now
porcelain
to see
teeth.
Christmas lights then. Forget it.
That's his first thing on the list.
All right.
All right, so can we go on the main event?
We can?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
They had a main event.
I got 2 stars for that.
Big Show, Dolph.
Do you have a rating system?
I do. I go by 1 to 5 stars.
That's good.
And
Yeah.
Big Show, Dolph Ziggler versus Cena and Sheamus, but they
Yes.
were accompanied by AJ Lee
Yes.
Once
and
again.
Big E Langston.
Yeah.
And she's no longer on my Facebook.
Oh, did you delete her? Or did she delete
No,
you?
she
Unfriended you?
no, she just got rid of her page.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Ah.
I don't know why.
Probably, well, I've heard things that she's taken this to her, like the the fame to her head, and she's like not. She used to be like a really cool,
she's gonna end up like one of the
like
glow girls
humble
that, some
person,
of the glow
and she's
girls
just
that-
not the same.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't know,
I guess
it's
I won't
a
be buying
shame.
any Girl Scout cookies from her. So what do you think of the main event?
Well, I thought the main event was okay. I mean, it's like your typical, match with Sheamus and
Yeah.
Cena. But there's one thing that I noticed, and then I kind of went back and I didn't rewatch any of the matches, but I realized something, and I don't know if anybody else realizes, but did you notice that they're not using the Irish whip anymore? They're trying to do all kinds of different ways to whip people off the ropes. Like Titus O'Neil, he would just throw their heads off the ropes. Same with the Sandow when he threw Sin Cara off the ropes.
Off
and
the
then
ropes, yeah.
John Cena grabbed someone with both hands and just, no one whipped from rope to rope.
No.
If you go back and rewatch it, I don't think you will see either they run off the ropes themselves or they have a weird way where from the center of the ring, they just kind of shove them off the ropes and they come back.
Yeah.
Now that to me, I think WWE's trying to recreate the wheel. And it's just, it's not going to work. It's like, why fix something that was never broken? And it's like the Irish whip is a move. It's called the Irish whip for a reason. It's like that is why we would love wrestling. We amateur wrestled forever, and we loved pro wrestling because it was exciting. It was exciting to watch you throw someone off the ropes and have the notion that the ropes are so
Something's
tight
gonna-
they have to spring back off of it. And but now
agree.
they're trying to recreate the wheel. I
I
don't.
noticed that too. Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it
Sure
one
you
bit.
did too, Rick.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me because and you wonder who's doing that. Who gives the order to do that?
I don't know, but
Probably some sort of board meeting that said, "Hey, let's eliminate whips now."
Yeah.
It's like reinventing the wheel is not a good thing.
Might as well-
Also, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, their new policy, and I think I mentioned this before, is hit a move, cover, grab a hold. Now, I always grew up. And even in the Attitude Era, they would do this. And this is how you're able to sell: is you, like as a heel, you would beat the guy down, and then when you put him in a rest hold, it was to wear him down.
Yes.
You don't just grab a hold. Like now they want to make it so much like UFC. That
Yes,
they're
they
just
are.
like grab a hold. If don't create any space. Like don't let him sell. If you hit a move, don't let him sell this move. Grab a hold because
And,
that's what we want. This like UFC. It's
And
got to
that's
be
what they're
no
trying to
That's
do.
exactly what Austin
Yes.
told me yesterday in training.
Yeah.
They're teaching them to do that. They want it like UFC.
Yeah.
it's
You already have UFC, but
right.
you need to do it.
Exactly.
Even the punches, you rarely see a punch to the face anymore because they're always covering up and
Oh, yeah.
blocking. Or the shots are to
they don't even stomp.
the midsection.
No.
Sheamus and his clever hits, I think, were really good, though. I do have to give it to Sheamus.
For what?
Because he was doing really good clever hits over it and making the contact
On
and
his
stuff.
Oh, he does. That's like his thing. Yeah. that's
Right,
good,
but
yeah.
I mean that was good. That was the build up, and I mean the audience were worked up on it. I know I was getting into it.
Rick's-
Stop.
What's a clever
I'm
hit?
gonna,
Rick's worked up now.
I call it clever hit. That's his, right? Am I? Yeah. You want to find out?
No, I just asked you what it meant. I was just curious. So it's clever hit. I know what you mean. I just never heard
Okay.
that term.
Yeah.
But did you get that? Like I don't know if anyone like I just saw it and I was like, I don't think I've seen anybody whip anyone off the ropes.
No, you're right. They're not.
No.
Yeah, look at it. I mean, go back and look at it. It's,
can't. I
it's
deleted it.
silly.
Forever.
And that's a very important part of a match.
That is why there are ropes there in the first
Yes.
place.
I agree.
As you're supposed to propel off of them
Yes.
and get thrown off of them. Not. They're trying to make it so much more real these days and so much more like UFC. It's killing the art of professional
The art of
wrestling.
professional wrestling
Yeah.
is gone.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
The punches and the kicks. Come on, if you want to make it real, then they should be selling those really bad.
Oh yeah.
Because you get punched and kicked like that, it's going to hurt. I mean, it hurts just to bump your head on the wall when you walk past. I do that all the time. I trip.
Talk to Darren Young
Yeah.
on selling punches. He didn't sell one of them.
Not one.
Yeah.
I made notes that there's very little selling.
But that's his name, Darren Young, right?
It's next to the next
Yeah,
move,
Darren
and the next
Young.
move, and the next move. Come on,
There was too many elbow hits by Ziggler.
You got static in your
We're
headset?
hearing like a
Yeah, I
little
get
bit
it.
of
Yeah, I'm getting it.
AfterBuzz, buzzing.
I thought for the match, like it flowed nicely, but they were kicking out of too many things. Like
Yeah.
they kicked out
Again.
Cena, or I mean, Dolph Ziggler did his the famouser. I don't know what he calls it. I'm sure he has a different name for it, and I'm just not.
The ziggler, I think, is what he calls it. No,
a zigzag. I think. No, not the zigzag.
ziggler.
That's his.
He zigged when he should have zagged.
Yeah, right.
But he kicked out of that, and then
his kickouts were really good, by the way. When John Cena would kick out, he kicked out really strong. If anybody noticed that.
Well, yeah, he almost had to because the body size, I have to
Kickouts are
say.
different than they used to be. A kickout, when someone would cover you,
John
you'd shove them,
Cena's
it'd be like a
massive
bench
and-
press, and you'd push them off, and they'd fly off.
yes.
But you
Yeah.
don't see that anymore either.
You see a lot of
No.
rolling of the shoulders now.
That's it.
I hate that.
Yeah.
See,
I
Cena
hate that,
didn't do
yeah.
that. He actually kicked out the proper way and sat back up. So he
Well,
wasn't
Cena's
just
a
laying
pro.
there
That's
on
why
his
he
back,
got the slammy.
You want to learn how to kick out properly? Watch Ricky Morton from the Rock and Roll Express. He would kick
Yeah.
out and he would sit up, and the crowd would come alive because that was like a hope spot for him. And then they would pull him down and start beating him again, or they would actually, back in the day, they would cover him again.
I mentioned that a couple of weeks
Yeah.
ago. When you're like in this match like this, if you've got to cover somebody and they kind of roll the shoulder, cover them again.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
don't give up and walk away. You've already
Right.
got them down. Why do you walk away from it? Try
let 'em
another
get-
try another way of pinning as long as you got them on their back.
Well, because they're so programmed to just grab a hold. If he kicks out, grab a
That's
hold.
it. That's what you said. They're programmed. Yeah.
And it's
That's it.
like they have this like computer program, and they're like, okay, this is going into everybody's minds, and you
Yeah.
better follow it, or you're gonna.
Yeah.
There was no originality or authenticity there.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
And-
But anyway, whatever they did, they got the crowd going. Did you guys not notice that, or was that just me? They were a roar. For the
yeah.
first time, have I
was-
noticed
it was
that
just you.
between Big Show and Sheamus?
It was only you.
No, they were going, and that I do have to say. That's why I gave it 2 stars. Other than
And you know why? Here's one of the reasons why is, and this is something that you do in a tag match, and John Cena actually finally listened to us. The guy on the outside has to work just as hard as the guy on the inside.
Exactly.
When the babyface,
Yes.
and he's
It's all
going,
show.
he's like running up and down the apron. He's turning to the crowd and like going, "Come on,
And
come
that's
on!"
what
Yes.
Cena does.
Yes,
Yes.
and that's
They worked
and
it.
that's
He
that's
gets the
crowd,
referee
yeah.
too,
Yeah.
so that the heels
it
can
was
get more
very
heat.
well played
Right.
out.
Yeah.
I thought it was really, really
Yeah,
good.
you need to get the referee's attention and do whatever
Yeah.
you can. You know how it goes. Just
Yeah.
get the heat on everything.
So that's why, they had that heat, that excitement in that match. They
It
wanted-
was good.
I've seen guys when we were wrestling throughout the years in a tag match. They're standing there watching the match, and they're so engrossed and see what's going on, they forget they're in a tag match.
I've seen that too.
and there was what was the guy he promoted at the Olympic Auditorium? He was part of a tag team. He was the booker. I can't think of his name. He was a well-known wrestler, and he died many years ago. He used to come back, and when we wrestled the arenas, he'd buy the popcorn and come down and sit in the stands and watch the matches because he was a booker. But he'd get excited over him. He almost spilled his
yeah.
popcorn once in some match. Leo Garibaldi.
Wow.
The Garibaldi brothers. Do you remember them?
I've heard the name. I don't remember them, but I've heard the name.
He was the booker for NWA in West Coast for quite a while. Nice guy.
Right. And then we got AJ and Ziggler back
AJ.
again.
We have more?
She had very good facial expressions. If anybody noticed that,
She does have good facial
Yeah.
She
expressions.
played it. She's playing it all the way. Well, then she's got many months to do that in. She's built up that skipping too.
She's a
and
good little
then-
actress.
Yeah, but you just don't want to feel sorry for her anymore. It's like, really,
No,
okay,
enough's
roll the
enough.
eyes, woe is me.
Yeah.
But making out again, her and Ziggler smacked right at the end, and here's all these little children up front. And I'm sorry, wrestling's entertainment. And I, as being a female, I thought that was wrong. They shouldn't have taken it to that part.
I taught my daughter how to make out when she was 12.
Because us as glow girls, we did wear skimpy outfits. Some of us, I get that, but
Yeah.
we didn't have anything like that. It's like, wow, you just want to say, go get a broom. Where's the wrestling? That's not part of wrestling.
Well,
Go get a broom.
It's not a soap opera. No, I mean that's where they're blowing it right
Yeah.
there at the end. That was just
I don't care for
not
it. I don't like
even
it. It's
cool.
stupid.
it goes to show you how now in wrestling means nothing. AJ is a really, really, really good and very talented wrestler. And
Absolutely.
she was a good wrestler for all that time when they were not using her. But the moment a little bit of acting comes into play and she does the correct facial expressions they're looking for,
Right.
all of a sudden now she's like up on top.
But now they're
Okay.
taking
And when
her
was
to
the last
the
time she's
wrong
even had
limit,
a
though.
match?
Okay, but I
It's
can
not
say
even
I can say one.
going right there, though.
I can say one thing to that: as you get older and your body hurts, lucky her, she doesn't
Yeah.
have to take a bump
Exactly.
and still
Right?
get a paycheck.
Yeah. I just want to get in the ring and trip her while she's skipping. You know, oops.
Yeah, and
You
that
know,
whole
I mean,
skipping thing where she skips around.
Okay, enough.
They've done it already 3-4 times.
And they're all
I
just
think-
standing there. John Cena, all these big. I mean, I'm
I
sorry.
want to see you when you skip out of here tonight.
Oh God.
I want to see you skip.
Wear the shorts too.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll leave that for the farmer's daughter.
She's got a good little body.
Yeah, she does.
No, she's adorable, but I mean, it's just portraying her. You
Yeah, I
know,
know.
I don't even think she really is liking it. Probably.
It's not
but
her. No, it's not her. It's the writers.
No.
I think
Yeah.
the person that she's like portraying, like the girl that goes around and has been with a bunch of the different wrestlers. I'm sure there's that's,
innocent
that's
hoe, you
based
mean.
on that's probably based on true events from certain
Right.
other.
I'll tell you what. They put me on give me a paycheck and give me in shorts, and I'll skip for as much as you want.
Yeah,
That'll be a
Wait,
sight.
where's your hair?
That'll be a sight you'll never forget.
I would like to see Rick skipping around.
Right.
I wish
I
I,
would
wish I
too.
could physically skip. To be honest with you, in those days I can hardly walk.
Also, another thing, it's hard to really tell now if the crowd noise is pumped in for almost every
Yeah.
match.
See, you guys mentioned I haven't listened to that, so I haven't picked up on that. Sometimes I have it on mute. I just watch it.
That is true.
Yeah, yeah.
Because with them reprogramming everything, the crowd might not be into a lot of things. Because if
That's
you
true.
notice, the only time really that
you've
Sin
seen him lift
Cara
off,
tried
yeah.
to get the crowd in is when he knew the Shield was going to come down and attack him.
That's
Was
true.
when he got most of the time they don't even the heels don't really even get the crowd in. I mean the faces I'm saying don't get the crowds
Crowd
into it
involved, yeah.
and
Yeah.
get them behind them. They just move like he said, move, grab a hold, move, grab
Right.
a hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
let's make it like UFC and
That's
like,
true.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's really hard with the crowd, like when they had to go from the Attitude Era and when they're doing all the ladder matches and all
Right.
the sick things, they had to reprogram everyone so they didn't get injured. And so there's a lot of matches where they had to use the fake crowd noise in there.
Yeah, like that.
Wow,
See?
he's on it.
Right. Well, I only
Just
have
to
one
get them
question.
reprogrammed.
CM Punk, are those breakaway crutches?
Yeah, I'm sure they are. I'm
You
sure.
sure?
They,
Sure
yeah.
about that? Okay.
'Cause
What
they-
about you,
like,
Rick? Do you think
crutch-
those are really breakaways?
Well, you know
A
what?
crutch doesn't-
I actually
that would hurt.
I actually
Crutches do
wondered that.
hurt.
I wondered that too. But most of the
Yeah.
crutches nowadays are aluminum,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
guess.
adjustable aluminum legs.
But I
He
think they
had,
have all
he had
different
crutches.
ones, but
I hit him in the back, and it did never. I mean, I hit him way harder than that, and it never broke. Like
I like to take the big
Yeah.
thing off that.
Yeah, you put it in your pants.
Well, no, I turn it inside out.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, you put it in your pants.
Oh, yeah.
You got into the jacuzzi like that,
Yeah.
like when you're in a public
And a pair of
jacuzzi. just-
speedos. stick it in
You
the-
invert. If you take the end of it, invert it.
we
and
know
wrap
what
it
you're
around.
doing.
I
You're
know
putting a
I
sock
know
in there,
exactly
huh?
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, it looks like a dog's
Sock it.
lipstick.
Oh my God. Uh-oh.
I think we covered everything.
Yeah, I think we did.
Well, then what we should do is we should lead out of this and then we can go into old school. But I
Yes.
can't do that until I say to
iTunes.
Tricia. I guess we're not doing iTunes.
Oh.
Where are we going to find you in the next 6 years?
Anywhere and everywhere. I'm just like AJ now. No, just kidding. SunnyGlowGirl.com. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook and everywhere. And I might want to give a shout out to Bob Backlund, Ken Patera, and Wade Olson. Bye.
That was random.
Wasn't it?
All right. How about you guys?
Tonight, I will be going out with my friend Michelle and hopefully getting drunk. So
Yeah.
Christmas lights?
I think I know Michelle.
Wow.
Didn't he used to hang out with a couple of the other guys?
Michelle Starr? No, that's a different one.
Oh, okay. And you?
Well, we have a lot of things planned for the new year, but since it's 2 days away from Christmas,
Yeah.
I figure I will just wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Hopefully you are able to spend time with family, because that's really what the holidays is about.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
Yes.
the gifts or what people are getting you or what people are not getting you, and just enjoy this time with family, because you never know when they're not going to be there.
Yeah, the gifts aren't important. It's about being with the loved ones and,
Right.
and having a good time and eating some good food.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I've been eating a little too
That's
much
what
of it.
it
Him
is.
double.
We got to
you,
work out.
You can catch me, as you know, on RicDrasin.com and RicksCorner.com. And also, tomorrow I'm doing a show. It's a live streaming on ActorsEntertainment.com with the actor Peter Onorati, who was in, he's done The Sopranos and Civil Wars and everything else. So that's going to be kind of fun. It's at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, ActorsEntertainment.com, where I'll be hosting. And until then, we're going to close this out and then stay tuned now for old school wrestling. Maybe even
From
old school
Bing.com,
plumbing.
executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.